Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. So folks, it looks like the Commanders are making some serious waves in the NFL trade rumor mill, and it's all about bolstering that secondary. According to insiders, Washington has their eyes on Jessie Bates, the safety star from the Atlanta Falcons. This isn't just a speculative move. It's a calculated attempt to elevate the team's defensive game, especially with the NFC East still packed with talented offenses that can explode any given Sunday. And let's be honest, if they pull this off, it's a move that could have ripple effects across the division and beyond. Now, the buzz is that the Commanders are willing to give up a second-round pick along with a rotational safety, Noah Igbenogany, in exchange for Bates. This kind of trade, reminiscent of the Steelers' big move for Minkah Fitzpatrick back in 2019, signals a clear intent to make a serious splash. Fitzpatrick's impact on Pittsburgh's defense was immediate and profound, boosting their turnover numbers by more than a dozen interceptions that season. If Washington can replicate even a fraction of that success, it could be the difference-maker in a division that's currently filled with playoff-caliber teams. Let's talk about Jessie Bates himself. The 28-year-old safety has been nothing short of spectacular this season. He's been leading the Falcons' defense with an impressive 6 interceptions, which is right at the top of the league chart for 2025. Not only that, but Bates has also racked up 15 pass breakups, and his coverage grade from PFF is a stellar 92. Placing him among the best safeties in the NFL. His ability to disrupt plays is undeniable, with only 3 yards after catch allowed, making him a nightmare for opposing offenses looking to break a big gain. Bates' career stats are pretty eye-opening: 24 interceptions over 105 games, along with 470 tackles, and a reputation as a player who's always around the ball. His EPA per target stands at -0.26, which shows just how much he can negate opposing quarterbacks' efforts. He's also proven to be a reliable force against the run and in coverage, despite suffering a rib injury in Week 7 that made him miss 1 game. His toughness and consistency make him a perfect fit for a team looking to take the next step toward elite defense. And speaking of the Falcons, their current situation is a bit of a transition. They're sitting at 6-8, and with a young quarterback like Penix, who's been impressive with an 81.2 QBR, Atlanta is trying to find their footing. However, with a salary cap crunch, around $17 million, which they're hesitant to spend, they're prioritizing freeing up around $16 million to upgrade their front 7, especially since their defense has been giving up about 27 points per game. That's a lot of points, and it's clear they're trying to rebuild with an eye toward future stability. Washington, on the other hand, has around $28 million in cap space available, which makes this potential trade not just feasible but highly strategic. The Commanders are in a position to absorb a big contract like Bates, and the payoff could be enormous. When you look at how Bates would fit alongside Quan Martin, who already has 3 interceptions this season and boasts a PFF grade of 83. The potential for a shutdown secondary becomes very real. Adding Bates to the mix could see the Commanders reach a total of around 15 interceptions this season, more than doubling their current tally of 9 and boosting their turnover rate by around 15%. That's the kind of defensive upgrade that can flip a season on its head. And let's not forget, this kind of move could have a tangible impact on the team's overall performance. For example, allowing a passer rating that currently sits at 90. One could drop to around 75-2 with Bates patrolling deep. That's a massive step towards locking down opponents, especially in critical moments. His run support is also a major plus, adding an extra 13% to the run defense, making the secondary not just a pass defense, but a true force against the run as well. When you combine that with Darrick Forrest, who's been fantastic with an 86.7 PFF grade, the Commanders' backfield looks like a throwback to the dominant Steelers' defenses of the 1970s, where they basically kept opponents in check at every level. The potential impact on the team's playoff prospects is huge. our Super Bowl odds could improve significantly, from around plus 15, 0 to as low as plus 8, 500. That's not just a small bump. It's a real signal that the team believes in itself and is willing to make bold moves to contend. With the addition of Bates, the defense becomes a true X factor, especially in the red zone where so many games are decided. It's about weaving a tapestry of defensive dominance, a team that can force turnovers, clamp down on key drives, and give the offense more chances to put points on the board. Looking deeper into Bates' career, his consistency and leadership qualities stand out. Over his career, he's accumulated 24 interceptions, and his impact extends beyond just the stats. His ability to read plays, break on passes, and support the run game makes him a true centerpiece for any secondary. His 85 tackles this season show he's not just a ball hawk, but also someone who's willing to get his hands dirty in the trenches. The injury he suffered in Week 7 was a setback, but it didn't slow him down long-term. His resilience and high football IQ make him a perfect fit for a team like Washington, which is eager to build a championship-worthy defense. And let's touch on the broader picture. The NFC East remains one of the most competitive divisions in football, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys always vying for supremacy. Adding someone like Bates could tip the scales in Washington's favor, giving them a defensive backbone that can really challenge the best offenses in the league. It's not just about this season, it's about setting a foundation for sustained success. With Bates in the fold, the Commanders can start to reimagine their defensive identity, one built on aggression, discipline, and playmaking ability. In the end, this trade talks about more than just a player swap. It's about a team's desire to elevate itself, to take that leap from being a good team to a great one. It's about the front office showing a clear intent to compete at the highest level, and about the players on the field knowing that their defense is about to become even more formidable. The fans, the city, and everyone associated with the Commanders should be excited about what this could mean. An improved secondary that could become the backbone of a team chasing deep playoff runs and ultimately a Super Bowl. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about the possibility of Bates coming to Washington? Do you believe he could be the piece that takes this defense to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. We're in this together, and the future looks bright if this move comes to fruition. Let's go, Commanders.